Standard bactericidal therapies, the antibiotics we rely on to clear dangerous pathogens, fail against approximately 65% of all human microbial infections. When bacteria establish themselves in these persistent infections, they exhibit a baseline resistance to antibiotics that is 100 to 1,000 times greater than what is observed in isolated, free-floating cells. This staggering resistance occurs because the bacteria driving these chronic infections, such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa on urinary and intravenous catheters, do not exist as isolated organisms. They organize into structured, surface-attached communities.
If you have watched till here, don't forget to subscribe to Family of Science Lovers. Press the bell icon button so you are always updated.
Once attached, they secrete an extracellular polymeric substance, or EPS, matrix. This physical armor surrounds the population, shielding it from direct exposure to our medical interventions. These biofilms are highly regulated architectural structures. Their formation and defense systems are governed entirely by a density-dependent communication network known as quorum sensing. To defeat these impenetrable infections, modern medicine must pivot. The solution requires a shift from trying to kill individual cells with blunt force to deliberately deconstructing the communication protocols that allow the fortress to exist. This schematic shows an EPS matrix anatomy. Synthesizing polysaccharides, proteins, DNA, and lipids, bacteria build a protective barrier. Water-filled channels act as a circulatory system, drawing nutrients inward and pumping waste out, allowing bacteria to differentiate into surface-attached sessile and embedded persister cells. These deep-layer persister cells are physically insulated from massive biological threats, preventing immune cells like neutrophils and macrophages from reaching them and clearing the infection.
Everything a microbiologist needs in one app: lab tools, calculators, microbiology updates, and study resources. Download it from the link in the description.
EPS matrix provides extreme environmental resilience, neutralizing severe shifts in pH, blocking ultraviolet radiation, and preventing fatal dehydration. Constructing and maintaining a defense system of this scale requires a vast expenditure of energy. A single cell cannot achieve this. It demands strict, synchronized cooperation across millions of organisms. For a single, free-floating planktonic cell, synthesizing EPS components is an evolutionary dead end. Producing that much material alone is a lethal waste of cellular energy. To coordinate their efforts, these bacteria synthesize and release small chemical signaling molecules into their dark environment, called autoinducers. This graph illustrates quorum sensing. Bacteria measure autoinducer concentration to gauge population density. While population is low, autoinducers diffuse away, and EPS gene expression remains dormant. But at critical mass, autoinducers cross the threshold, and EPS expression instantly spikes across the entire community. This precise molecular trigger acts as a biological switch. It takes a disorganized group of solitary cells and instantly commands them to build a unified multicellular fortress. While the structural objective remains the same, gram-negative and gram-positive bacteria have evolved distinctly different biological wiring to calculate their quorums. Gram-negative bacteria utilize N-acyl homoserine lactones, or AHLs, which passively diffuse straight through the lipid cell membrane. Inside, accumulated AHLs lock into specific receptors, acting as a transcriptional regulator that binds directly to DNA to activate genes responsible for biofilm construction. This activation also initiates a positive feedback loop, drastically upregulating the cell's own synthesis of AHLs to ensure the entire local population stays synchronized. Gram-positive bacteria employ auto-inducing peptides, or AIPs, which are actively secreted. Blocked from diffusing back, they rely on a two-component system. A membrane-bound sensor kinase detects extracellular AIPs, autophosphorylates, and transfers a phosphate group to a response regulator that activates biofilm genes. To bridge the gap between these two distinct systems, bacteria utilize a universal signaling molecule called autoinducer 2, enabling cross-species communication in mixed microbial environments. Regardless of whether they rely on passive lipid diffusion or active peptide relay systems, both bacterial classes successfully convert external population data into synchronized architectural commands. The entire physical life cycle of a biofilm is completely dictated by these underlying molecular thresholds. In stage 1, initial attachment, planktonic cells approach a surface. Using appendages like flagella and pili, they convert a weak reversible attachment into an irreversible bond. In stage 2, microcolony formation, rapid cell multiplication heavily spikes autoinducer concentration. Reaching this quorum sensing threshold forces the population into stage 3, biofilm maturation, structuring the mature biofilm into highly complex mushroom-shaped formations that maximize nutrient distribution. But an expanding population inevitably faces resource depletion. To survive, the biofilm enters stage 4, dispersion. This isn't passive decay. Quorum sensing actively triggers enzymatic degradation of the EPS matrix to free the bacteria. Clinically, this is where infections become highly lethal. This active dispersion results in planktonic shedding, launching fresh, aggressive bacteria directly into a patient's bloodstream. Quorum sensing coordinates the infection's entire life cycle, from laying the first cellular foundation to the deliberate launch of pathogenic colonies capable of triggering lethal systemic sepsis. Understanding the mechanics of bacterial communication provides a direct answer to the paradox of untreatable infections. Researchers are developing quorum sensing inhibitors, or QSIs. As shown here, instead of trying to kill the cell outright, these targeted molecules disrupt the network by physically blocking the bacterial receptor sites. By preventing autoinducers from docking, QSIs artificially blind the bacteria to their own numbers. The population remains chemically convinced it is below the quorum threshold, which immediately shuts down the genes required to maintain the EPS matrix. When paired with localized enzymes that degrade the existing matrix, the community's structural defense is completely stripped away. Once the biofilm is broken down and the bacteria return to a vulnerable planktonic state, conventional antibiotics easily clear the infection. By treating persistent infections as an interconnected communication network rather than isolated organisms, medicine gains the ability to dismantle the quorum, silence the pathogens, and permanently restore the efficacy of our antibiotics.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon button. Thank you!